I'm Cam, and I'm next to a dumpster because this is where 18 million tons of food waste goes each and every year from restaurants and supermarkets. Food ending up in landfills is costing the country billions of dollars, and you're feeling the impact each and every day with rising food costs. So, is there anything we can do about it?
This is Too Good To Go.
Too Good To Go.
So I picked up my first 2 surprise bags from TooGoodToGo.
Too Good To Go is an app where you can get mystery bags of food that's left over from restaurants, grocery stores, and bakeries for a fraction of the price. So today, I'll be going to 3 different spots to answer the question. Is Too Good To Go too good to be true? Now, something you may be asking yourself is like, why would I want food that's going into a dumpster? To be clear, Too Good To Go only allows its partnered stores to sell unsold or near expiry food, so the food you're gonna get is never gonna be spoiled. There's also a review process where people that have gone in before you can rate their experience out of 5, and that's actually what I'm gonna be doing today with the help of some of my friends. Also, if you like what you see so far, please consider subscribing. It really does help out the channel a ton, so I do appreciate it a lot, and thank you guys so much for the support. Also, please leave a like and comment as well too if you end up trying out Too Good To Go after this video. Now, for the first place. So first up we got Circle K. Yes, it is a gas station, but it was the cheapest option on Too Good To Go at $3.99, and they have so many locations in Orlando, I had to see what we had to work with. And technically they are a grocery store, which is kind of funny. They have like a produce section and packaged foods and stuff, so I guess that's what we're getting into today. Today, I'm also joined by my buddy Landon, who is brave enough to try the mystery bag with me.
We picked up another order from Too Good To Go. This is ice cold, actually. I don't know if we can even eat these.
Beef like char grilled cheeseburger.
I also got a beef char grilled cheeseburger. I'm not gonna eat a frozen cheeseburger right now. We got 3 frozen cheeseburgers for $4.
3 for 1.
Dude, that looks kind of diabolical.
It does look that. I would recommend definitely heating it up. It's like the Krabby Patty from that one episode of SpongeBob that we talked about.
So let's dig in.
All right.
Make sure it's a cold burger.
It's just a cold burger.
If it was in the microwave for like a minute, it'd maybe be like fine.
I definitely see the value though of like getting 3 for 1. You know, just popping these in the freezer and reheating them. I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah, if you're in a pinch, like it's definitely cheaper than McDonald's. If you were to rate it out of 5 stars for a frozen burger, and be real,
I'd give it like a 2.
Oh, so like a 2 out of 5?
2 out of 5, yeah.
If we're chatting value though, I would say yes. Yeah, it is frozen, so like have us work with that. But we're out in the field right now. We're in the parking lot of Circle K right now. I would say value, like if you're really on a budget, then yeah, go for it. I'd probably say like a solid like 3.5 maybe. I think that's fair. 3.5 fair.
I think for value, 3.5 is very fair.
3.5 for the value, but for the taste, it's probably 2.5.
Yeah.
This is the more concerning thing. If you're a bit more health conscious, this is probably not the one to go to. But any closing thoughts on the Circle K frozen cheeseburger?
I say definitely reheat it.
Could bring it up to like a 2.5, maybe 3. So like,
I would bring it up to even a 3.5. I'm gonna be real,
dude. You're being so kind.
I'm being very kind because I think I see the value.
You know what? If that's the case, then I think we could round it out to like 3s overall. 3 on the quality, 3 on the taste, and then we do like the Predator. Like
that was perfect.
One of the primary reasons that people are using Too Good To Go is because of the discounts and the deals that they get on food. I mean, if you're not a picky eater, there are honestly some really great options depending on where you live. Next up, we have a spot called Grounding Roots, and I'm joined by my buddy Cooper.
Hello.
They gave us a green mystery bag of juices.
The Gateway.
The Gateway? Mine's called Detox. Unpasteurized, imperishable, keep refrigerated. This is antioxidant, anti-aging, digestive, supports vitamin A, C, and K. Here's this red apple, sweet potato, pineapple filtered water. Does one of them sound better to you?
Dude, I don't with sweet potatoes, honestly.
Dude, let's switch. I love sweet potatoes. This is working itself out already.
Wait, okay, this one's cucumber, green apple, celery, kale, lemon, ginger, and filtered water.
Hey, let's do like a little clink and like bottoms up or something.
Cheers.
Holy shit, mine's really good.
I can't say the same. It tastes like uncarbonated kombucha.
That one tastes super good. It's like sweet too, because it's sweet potato.
Oh, this is so much better. Oh, this is so much better.
I low-key fuck with this one. So for 2 of these, this is like $24, and we spent like, what, $7? You know, if you're like taking like a hot girl walk or something, this is probably like the kind of drink you'd have, you know? Or like you just got back from your Pilates class.
This will impress some yoga moms. I was just thinking about that.
This is like a 3 out of 5.
Dude, I'm giving that like a 1.5 out of 5.
Holy shit.
That's just placebo, man.
Yeah, no, this is like if you shredded up like grass clippings. Actually,
but it serves a function. Like this one's a sugar drink. That one serves a function.
If you're saying 1.5, I'm saying 3. We can level that out to like, I'd be happy to compromise at 2.5.
2.5, I was just thinking that.
Okay. Detox, 2.5 out of 5. But
This one's nice. This one's like a 7 or 8, but $12 normally. No.
that one's definitely better. I'd give that one at least like a solid like 8. And then, or like a 4 out of 5. I think I did 4 out of 5 last time, but that one's definitely way better.
This
though.
one's way better.
Yep.
The apple in this one is very nice.
Yeah, I don't think either of us in the target audience.
Not at all.
Even post-workout for you, you're like...
We're not 40-year-old women.
On a side note, though, you do get some nice glass bottles. Like I would keep this
I would keep
personally.
this.
You know, Grounding Roots, made in a factory that processes nuts.
Nut juice.
Another great part about the app is while I would probably not go to a place like this normally because it's just not what I would typically go out of my way to buy, I can help reduce food waste and also try out new things to see if it's a place that I'd like to go to again. At least for Cooper and myself, we saw this as a place somewhere that middle-aged moms would go after a cycling session at the 24-hour fitness next door. So we're not the exact target audience here, but it was fun to check them out nonetheless. And finally, we have Jeff's Bagel Run. Spoiler, this one was super sick. I was trying to get the third order for this video, and this one just popped up, no joke, 30 minutes before the place was going to close. So I got dressed up and headed over ASAP. I got there after the pickup window by a couple of minutes, but the staff was super nice and gave me the bag that, no joke, weighed 5 pounds. And then I got excited. Bagels. I then stopped at a Publix real quick because you can't have a bagel without some cream cheese. I got home and got ready to dig into a dozen of bagels for only $5 frickin'.
We got Jeff's Bagel Run today, and I'm telling you, when I grabbed this bag, it was $5, and I lit up. I was so happy. I have a plate because I wanted to stack up all the bagels to count how many there were, so I need to be very careful with this. 12 freaking bagels for $5. You can't even get it for that cheap at the store. Obviously, you don't have a choice over the selection, but I'm not a very picky eater, so it's really not that big of a deal. And also, I'm very hungry. So, shout out to Jeff's Bagel Run. This is so sick. All right, so we got some cream cheese on there. Definitely not friendly towards my mustache, but a bagel with cream cheese is just so good. Like, how the fuck do you beat that? I can say with confidence, I give it like at least a 4. Like at least a 4. But like honestly, and this is just for me not to be like a complete like suck up because like my first time having these, but like I wouldn't even be shy to give it like a 5 out of 5. Like seriously, like this was like so solid for the value, and maybe because the value is so good, it just makes it taste that much better. It's like the whole idea of saying like if you get food for free, it just tastes that much better. But shout out Jeff and his running bagels, like for real, they're really on some stuff.
This was honestly the surprise bag that sold me on Too Good To Go. This was like the perfect mix of value, convenience, and quality of food. And I think those factors is what is going to be the deciding factor for a lot of people wanting to check out this app. I think what this boils down to now is like, should you really try it? I think the simple answer is yes. I think everyone should try it. It's a free app with very little to lose on a single bag. On using it consistently, I think that's really a different question. I'll weigh the pros and cons and you can honestly decide for yourself. Honestly, what I like about this is first off, going to be the price point. You really can't complain. It's very low risk, and you're going to be spending maybe like $4 to $10 like on a surprise bag, which depending on how much you spend, it's just going to have more food in it. Yeah, the second thing is I really like the surprise factor. I think it's just something fun that you can do like by yourself or with some friends, as I kind of did in this video today. And what I also like finally is going to be the rating system. I think this is super helpful because it does give you a pretty genuine idea as to what you're getting into, even though there is a surprise aspect behind it. Like people can rate it off a couple different factors, like on the star rating too, by saying if it's like quick service or if it's friendly staff or if it's like a good quality or a good quantity of food. So that can usually help out a lot with understanding like, hey, is this the kind of place that I want to actually check out in the first place? Now, honestly, what I don't like, and some of these may not seem like that big of a deal, but to me, they could possibly be some deal breakers, so I'll just go through them real quick. The first up is definitely going to be the pickup windows. This is absolutely like the biggest killer for me, and I completely understand why it's in place too, because Too Good To Go has to operate like with the businesses in mind. To kind of bring some clarity here, you have to pick up from most places in about like a 30 to 60 minute window, and depending on when that place closes, that can be like in the middle of the day, like on a weekday, which I know for most people is not going to be super attainable. So like for example, there are plenty of places I checked out where you'd have to pick up between like 1 and like 2:30 in like the middle of like a work day, so like a Tuesday or something. And I know for most people, you're just not going to be able to do that. There was even like another spot in my area that had a pickup at 2 o'clock in the morning because it's like a late night pizza spot by where I live. So that's just like another example of it being a little bit tricky to grab bags sometimes, even though you may want to check the place out. The second up is going to be canceling orders. The one problem that I was having actually with Whole Foods, I tried getting 2 additional bags, but they actually canceled both the orders. I think the larger thing that's at play here is that some places may be misrepresenting how much food they actually have in stock, which can make it kind of irritating, especially if you're trying to plan out meals based off of surprise bags you're going to pick up, which is what I was actually doing one night. The final point as to why I don't really like with Too Good To Go is just going to be the lack of options. Like, this app definitely works best if you're in a city, and depending on where you live, you can just have like more or less options depending on how adopted it is where you live. Like, for example, like I live in Orlando, and thankfully there are a pretty good chunk of spots that are available around, but nothing that's like pushing me super hard to use the app all the time. Like, I bet if there was more places that I go to frequently that had options like this, I would be picking up all the time. But there's not just like a ton of stuff that's like really driving me to use the app super often. I would say though, for the places that I have tried, they were pretty cool, and I would even consider ordering from them again. I think where you live is going to be a huge factor on whether or not you end up using this app or not, because if you live in the middle of nowhere, there's probably not going to be anything available. But if you go to a city that maybe you're traveling to, you can check some stuff out. Or if you just happen to live in a highly densely packed area like a Miami or a New York City or a Chicago, that might make the most amount of sense for you. I really do think that Too Good To Go has a really solid mission. Like, it's a win-win for the business owners and then also for the customers as well. It honestly explains why that year over year, like, they're just growing like freaking crazy right now. And also on top of that too, like last year alone, they gave out over 100 million bags to the app. Like, I know for myself, I'll probably be using the app again in the future, and at least for the places that I really did like Jeff's Bagel run in this video, like, I will definitely be checking out again. So honestly, I think the question is, are you gonna be trying Too Good To Go? Let me know in the comments down below, and please make sure to subscribe. It really does help out the channel a ton. So leave a like, share with your friends, because maybe they'll get some good use out of this. I do read all the comments, so I want to make that super clear. So I appreciate all the kind notes everyone leaves, and I try to get back to most people, you know, wherever it makes sense. That's basically it. Seriously, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And let me know if you're gonna be trying out Too Good To Go. Take it easy and have a good one. Bye-bye.